what Blundell has really got to set himself up for is the start of the lap. As they go through the stadium section, he's got to be right on his tail so that as they go out on the long drag, pulling up to that 212 mile an hour top speed, that he'll be in good shape to slipstream by. He should be able to do it. With that horsepower advantage, he's got about a 4 or 5 mile an hour straight line advantage. There we can see it closing. Now let's just watch through that turn one, 130 miles an hour, fourth gear, up through the semi-automatic box. Berger got wide. Now he's got his chance. Now he must get by now. Berger got wide. He threw some sparks up from those curbs. Berger trying to squeeze him a bit, but giving him a bit of room. No, he should be about by. Now, unless Blundell breaks too early, he's got the inside line for the chicane. He really ought to get through. Berger's not going to give up, though. Berger is not giving up. But, no, that was very nice driving. Good driving there. Berger tries to look round the outside, but really he can do nothing about it. Blundell is through and on his way.
Now, can I point out to you that while those cars were driving side by side, and as they are now, as Berger attacks again as they come down into the stadium section, and they almost bang wheels, and Berger retakes the fourth position, they're doing 200 miles an hour. Can you visualise that? It's almost unbelievable that they can fight with each other, not touch each other, give fair play, move over when they have to, and get ahead, travelling at that speed. Marvellous scrap. Gerhard Berger is fourth, Mark Blundell is fifth. Behind them, Riccardo Patrese is closing up a bit because these two are tending to get in each other's way. Riccardo Patrese, you'll see his car next. There it is in the background in sixth position, as again Mark Blundell tries for fourth. And once again, Berger keeps him back.
Well, that really was extraordinary. I really don't see how Blundell lost his momentum there. We know he's got a bit more power. It was almost as though he missed a gear coming out of that chicane. But these cars have the semi-automatic gearbox, and that shouldn't be possible. It's merely flicking the switch, or indeed you can run the gearbox in a fully automatic form. But he's now got to start that whole sequence all over again. He's got to tuck into Berger. They're coming up past the start-finish line. He's got to position himself accurately for this turn one. Now let's see what happens this time. We should see a complete scenario, but what you can see here, you've got two real tigers. Berger never gives up, but Mark Blundell too is a really forceful driver. Let's see what happens.
Fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh, and in the background Ayrton Senna. Fourth, Berger, Ferrari. Fifth, Blundell in the blue Ligier Renault. Behind them and catching them, Riccardo Patrese in the yellow and green Benetton is sixth. And in the red and white McLaren, you can see it just in the background, is Ayrton Senna. Damon Hill is still leading by over 20 seconds from Alain Prost. Schumacher has closed the gap between himself and Prost to only 2 seconds with the fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 43.03. And that is about 1.5 seconds off Riccardo Patrese's last year's lap record. And you can see Patrese in the yellow and blue car remorselessly inching up on fifth place Mark Blundell, and Senna is catching all of them. What a marvellous scrap. Berger from Austria, Mark Blundell from Barnet, Riccardo Patrese from Padua, and Ayrton Senna from Sao Paulo, and Blundell dodges out from underneath the rear wing. Beautiful bit of timing, goes past the Ferrari, back into fourth place, into the Motordrome, down to the second gear, Sachs curve. You can really only coast round in effect here. Got to hold station. Riccardo Patrese closing up on now fifth place Gerhard Berger. Damon Hill has gone faster again, 1 minute 42.9, and the lap record is 1 minute 41.6.